Well, an empty storefront like the one you're seeing here near Yonge and Dundas, this is considered prime real estate for would-be legal pot shop owners hoping to open sometime in April. Now, I am hearing that hot properties are being snapped up all over the city, even though details of how the licensing is going to work has yet to be announced by the province. Well, tonight we take a look at how the open cannabis market is shaping up in Toronto.
The landlords and leaseholders across Ontario are aware of this situation, and so we're seeing locations be leased for well above what you might consider to be market price.
So a little bit of price gouging going on then?
A little bit of price gouging, but I guess fair play, why not?
From big chains like Second Cup to your neighborhood ma and pa shop, the cannabis retail canvas is starting to take shape in our city. Cannabis industry expert Rebecca Brown says a lot has to happen in a very short period of time. So the thinking is, if you want to sell weed, you've got to get your ducks in a row now, and that means sitting on empty spaces for at least 6 months, and not all licenses will be approved. A lot of these entrepreneurs, though, they do have to take a chance. They have to put the money in, and they may not get the return. They may not get all the licenses for all the leases that they've been paying into.
Definitely for the smaller players, for any player, for the mid-sized players. Like if you're hoping to have 10 locations, 20 locations, you may wind up with none. You may wind up with 5, and you've still incurred the cost of that lease for that period of time. Yes, I think that cannabis is not for the faint of heart. Thus far, I think we've seen that there's a lot of reward for high-risk behavior.
Any other businesses, established franchises that you've heard of that are thinking of expanding into pot?
I'm really not at liberty to comment on that, but I think that you will see other known retail entities seeking to enter the market, absolutely.
Now, we already know that Second Cup is planning on flipping or turning over some of its cafes into pot shops if it does get those licenses. And so they're in a very good position because it is expected that it will be likely happen that you'll need to secure space and it will be mandatory in order to apply for a retail license. Again, we're still waiting for those details from the province. Now, the government is hoping to have the license application process in place, ready to go sometime in December. And now the results of our latest poll. This week, we've asked CityNews viewers whether you are confident that police will be prepared to deal with high driving. An overwhelming 88% said no, 12% said yes. Nearly 600 people texted in their vote.